Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Wow. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, I want to send out an apology to boxing fans because I've been dragging my feet with this, and I was watching the HBO FACEOFF and I'm getting a lot of comments and Monday Mail Day questions and comments. When you gonna review the FACEOFF? When you gonna, like, people really want to hear my perspective on it. I just forced myself to watch it right now. Not like I had to force myself, like tied myself up or nothing. But I just made the time to watch it. It really wasn't long. It's under 15 minutes, 13 minutes, 30 seconds. Link in the description. It's on HBO Boxing's YouTube. And I now see the urgency why everyone wanted me to talk about this. This was a damn good episode. In fact, to me, this is the best face-off. I don't even know. HBO's kind of, with their budget cuts in the last couple of years, they've been all over the place, and they haven't really even been producing a face-off for every fight. And I haven't been thrilled with some of the face-offs that they did produce. I thought the one with Amir Khan and Canelo was super flat. No disrespect to either fighter. Virgil Hunter was there, but it was just, it was like kind of lame. This was good. This reminded me of why the series was so popular. I mean, realistically speaking, I understand budget cuts, I understand marketing and business, how that works, but there's no reason HBO should not be doing a face-off for, this was 13 minutes, how much, and it's a room with one light, interrogation room style, with no real, it's not like it has CGI and anything like that. It's like basically a black room with lights and filming alternate angles from a camera. There's no reason they should not be doing these face-offs, because that was great. That was the last one I could remember watching and being like, ooh, and getting excited for the fight even more so. So I understand why everybody wanted me to talk about it, because I really liked it. Link in the description. Just to kind of summarize, I know I'm late to the party, but this was a good episode because it was tense. You could tell the guys have animosity. That was one of the questions Max Kellerman asked. He's like, is this real? Sometimes it seems fabricated in fights, but this seems like there's genuine bad blood. Canelo says mucho. He said like a lot of bad blood. He said reason being, he got a lot to say outside of these four walls and behind the scenes when I'm not around, basically. And he said he's gonna do this to me, knock me out, and I'm a failure, and different things like that. So it's all real. And this was good. You could feel the tension. I see Canelo was kind of anxious, and this was clearly filmed before they started training, because Chavez Jr.'s face looked fuller than what it did at the grand arrivals and whatnot. But this was good stuff. You could see Canelo look kind of fidgety and antsy, like he just wanted to fight right then and there. He's shaking his legs and stuff. And Max Kellerman didn't even really have to mediate that much. They were just kind of going back and forth. There were some things. Chavez Jr., I'm not gonna say he seemed nervous, but he was letting Canelo like have the floor and like cut him off and stuff like that. And he wasn't really upping his he wasn't matching the intensity. Canelo was clearly bothered and annoyed, and he was like trying to put him on the spot and try to punk him and stuff, and he just kind of allowed that in certain spots. But Chavez Jr. did say some good stuff that I like too. He says, you fought Floyd Mayweather basically because you knew he couldn't hurt you, because, you know what I mean, it's a guy moved up 5 divisions and he didn't have the power to hurt you. That's why you fought him. And then Canelo rebuttal, everyone wanted to fight Floyd. That's the way it is. I'm the A side now. He says, I called you out years ago. You said I haven't challenged anybody. I called you out years ago. Did you accept it when you were the A side? No. And he said, I'm the A side now, and I made this fight and I accepted it. So what do you have to say about that? And Chavez, there's a couple points where Canelo kind of made these points, and Chavez kind of just conceded. He just was like, okay, that's a solid point. He didn't say that, but he just kind of looked like that. But Chavez, a lot of what he was saying was kind of stipulating you're fighting smaller guys and or out of prime guys that really didn't pose much of a threat. And there was one part I liked that Chavez said to Max Kellerman. He says he fought Amir Khan. Was that a good fight? Was that a good fight to you? And then Max Kellerman didn't even respond because we all knew the outcome. I even did the reasons. 7 reasons why Amir Khan versus Canelo should not happen. The video's still up on the page, and I agree with Chavez Jr. in regards to that. We all knew the outcome of that wouldn't be pretty because I told you guys in that video, let's say Amir Khan was boxing the best possible fight and his chin wasn't being tested by a bigger man with no rehydration clause in a new weight division where he hasn't even proved that he's the best at 147. He beat Luis Collazo, great, strong performance. He beat Devin Alexander, strong performance, but he didn't look good versus Chris Algieri. He got hurt in the first round. Algieri was coming off a 6 knockdown loss to Pacquiao. Then he had been chasing big money fights with Floyd and Pacquiao, couldn't get him, and hadn't fought anyone since Algieri. Had like a year-plus layoff, and then he comes back to fight Canelo in a new weight class. That just spells trouble, especially some people. They think Khan's chin is suspect. I mean, he's been stopped, hurt, buckled, things like that in lower divisions. So we all knew the outcome. And the other reason, aside from just like a chin of being able to take a strong punch from Canelo, is even though, let's say he was boxing a beautiful fight, it's hard to beat Canelo on points too. I mean, history has showed you that. Austin Trout, they had some foul open scoring and had him drastically behind in the early rounds when the fight was very competitive early. You know what I mean? So he needed a knockout to win according to the open scoring in Texas. So that was clearly biased. Levi Martinez, 117 to 111 versus Edeslani Lara, a very competitive fight, biased. Saying he had a draw with Floyd Mayweather when he was getting pieced up and dogged, biased by CJ Ross. So it was just an uphill battle for Khan, because even if he boxed a beautiful fight, could he really hurt Canelo, who seems pretty solid, was naturally bigger? We haven't really seen him buckled since maybe Jose Miguel Cotto when he was 19 or whatever age he was. So, I mean, could Khan really hurt him or do enough beautiful boxing to have a Mayweather type performance when he doesn't have Mayweather's defense? So I agree with Chavez Jr. on that. And I mean, the scorecard showed you that 2 of the 3 judges had Canelo up some kind of way, and I thought Amir Khan was looking good for his part in those first 4 rounds. I thought he was easily winning. Rounds 5 and 6, where the knockout occurred, I obviously gave to Canelo. So Chavez has a point to me regarding that, because it's hard to win a decision, and we already knew the outcome with Amir Khan. And he also brought up fights like Shane Mosley. He said, you fought, what version of Shane did you fight? The guy who had already had a draw with Sergio Mora, already lost to Mayweather, already got knocked down by Pacquiao and lost to him. And that's the one you fought. Canelo rebutted, but I was 19. Who else you know has faced the best and been 19? And I'm 26 now, and now I'm calling you out. So I think the bad blood is real. I'm going to cut this short because I don't want my review to be longer than the actual episode. Check it out in case you want to see it, or if you haven't watched it. I'm definitely amped up. They're doing a press conference tomorrow, I believe, for this fight. Chavez looks on par to make weight, and we have ourselves a fight, or we should. Obviously, we have to make sure both fighters make weights. I did a video about the Canelo refusing the WBC. I did an updated video. He explains why he's not taking the Huicho belt and why he didn't want that to be associated with this fight. Check that video out. Watch the face-off if you haven't. Very good stuff, very tense stuff. I really like HBO's original programming, and I just think they need to get back on the ball if they want to overtake Showtime, because Showtime's been doing really good. But these are good episodes, and I haven't heard anything about Award Kovalev. So I mean, based on how quick and I want to say, because I edit videos, effortless. Like, it doesn't take much energy to film something like this. It's harder to film somebody training because you have to have a steady shot, steady hands, or stabilizer, something like that, and you want to record it, make sure everything's focused. But if you have 2 guys who aren't really moving, sitting at a table, and you have a panning camera, A and B, it's not really that hard. So I really think Award Kovalev won based on the controversy with the first fight. They really should be working on a face-off for that. But HBO's been kind of hit or miss. Like, I don't understand why they didn't do a 24/7 for this fight, Canelo Chavez. You know what I mean? It takes money to make money. $70 for this card, $69.99 on HD. Put out some money, you know what I mean, to do these face-offs and these 24/7. right? We had Pacquiao Bradley 2 had a 24/7, right? Who cared? You know what I mean? A lot of people didn't even think Bradley won, plus the personalities of the two really weren't. And I understand they did the heritage, but I don't care about the heritage one as much as I care about the standard HBO 24/7. And that's just my honest opinion. You know what I mean? Keep it simple. Do what you always done. They keep doing this, oh, Ward Kovalev, my fight. I don't care about that as much as I care about the standard HBO face-off and 24/7. That's what they're known for. And this was a damn good face-off. Link in the description. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.